Welcome back to the Manchester United save here on FC25. Thank you for your phenomenal support on episode 1 yesterday. Do keep that coming by dropping the video a like and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. You gave me a really good direction to go in with regards to the transfer window, or in actual fact, with regards to not go in the transfer window, if you see what I mean. Saying thank you to Jay Fitz and to Gavin and to Reese on the board behind me. Thank you for your support in the comment section. Do keep those comments coming, and each video will put 3 more names from the comment section up on the board behind me to give you a shout out. We are decided about what we're going to do with certain areas of the squad. I've changed formation as well to try and get the best out of Kobbie Mainoo. So we're now playing a 4-3-3 attack rather than a 4-2-3-1. We're also starting Shaw, Dallows to right back, and Mazraoui to the bench. That's based on your feedback from the comment section of episode 1 as well. With regards to Casemiro, we are not actively going to look to sell him in this window, but we may do in January. However, if we get a realistic bid for Casemiro from a quote-unquote retirement league, like Saudi, like MLS, like Turkey, etc., then we will consider it. That's based on your feedback in the comments section. We are going to look for another winger. We're definitely going to buy a winger in this window. I'm still potentially going to look for a goalkeeper as well, but I'm not sure yet who or when. We might wait till January to make the call on that front. We know we've got the budget to do basically whatever we like in this save at present, so we hopefully will make the right decisions along the way. We're going to prioritise the players that are already at the club. That's what you guys would like. So Garnacho, Amad Diallo, Kobbie Mainoo, Mazraoui, Lenny Yoro, etc. They're going to get the priority over new signings coming in, as probably they should do, as they have done in real life, of course. But we sold Anthony, and I did like the idea brought up of signing someone that's slightly older, late 20s, to kind of have some solid first-team football along with Garnacho and Amad Diallo. Rashford, obviously, at present is starting on the left, but there may well be some changes in the wide areas in the short term, because we are looking at a handful of players, the most notable of which is Kingsley Coman, linked to Manchester United in the summer, as were a couple of players on this list as well, like Sigankov and Kubo, I believe. I'm led to believe by either the comment section or people available in live chat. So I'm going to go for Kingsley Coman at this moment in time. £36 million valuation, and he has 8 available roles. 8, which is pretty remarkable. You can see there, 4 for left mid, 4 for right mid, and we probably train him to be a winger as well so that he fits with the current formation change. Obviously, is a player of quality, has 5 play styles as well, including the play style plus. This is probably going to be the only marquee signing we make in this window. Potentially even this season, but certainly in this window, as we look to bring in a little bit more quality. I think there's a bit more quality in Kingsley Coman than there is in Anthony. I think you'd quite openly agree there. Bayern, in real life, quite open to moving Kingsley Coman on because of their purchase of Michael Elise. And apparently Serge Gnabry might well be on his way out at Bayern as well, IRL, sooner rather than later. We'll offer 43, they want 48.5. I'm quite happy to accept that. Really, genuinely quite happy to accept that. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue whatsoever for us to be able to afford that. It's not too much over his valuation, really. He's on £80,000 a week. He will come in with a crucial contract, of course, because he's 84 rated and is going to be one of the better players we have at the club. In fact, might even be joint highest rated player we have at the club outside of Bruno Fernandes, of course, who's 87. Then I think it's Amad Diallo, Matthijs de Ligt, and Lisandro Martinez at 84, as Diallo is, did I say Amad Diallo? Bruno Fernandes, Andre Onana, and Matthijs de Ligt and Lisandro Martinez. My brain is all over the place. He's willing to take a pay cut, but he would like some significant bonuses to do so. We will make a bit of a pay increase for him coming to the Premier League. £95,000 a week for Kingsley Coman. Yes, that's absolutely fine by me. There we go. Our first signing is done. We have a new player at Manchester United. It's Kingsley Coman in from Bayern. Knocked out of their starting lineup by the incoming Michael Elise. Now, most likely going to go into our starting lineup, but certainly a lot of our squad players are going to see a lot of football this season with a lot of rotation. because of the amount of games we hope to be playing by going all the way in the FA Cup and all the way in the Europa League as well. Kingsley Coman adds some quality to this squad, some much needed quality as well. What squad number should he have? You guys tell me. I don't think 13 is correct. So let me know in the comments section and I will give him the appropriate squad number that you guys select. Kingsley Coman, however, is in. We've had a loan bid for Harry Amas from Eldense. You guys have been quite vocal actually about Amas and how you want him to be involved in the squad. For the time being, it's 60 rated with players like Malacia still at the club. I think it's the right thing to loan him out this year. But certainly if he grows well, then we can look to prioritise him moving forward a little bit. Our first game in the Premier League season is about to arrive. Of course, we have the new or old returning full intro scene. So we'll show you the lineup with a proper Premier League intro as opposed to just in the menus. But I'm going to go to the press conference and hopefully put us in the right mind frame to go and get victory on opening day. Here we go then, Fulham's lineup. Formation in a 4-2-3-1, you can see top left. They've got Bernd Leno in goal. Anthony Robertson is actually left back, and Timothy Castagna is actually right back. They're just the wrong way around. So Smith Rowe will be on the left, and Harry Wilson will be on the right. I'm sure that will be patched sooner rather than later. Fulham looking all right. This was a game that Manchester United won by a single goal to nil, I think, in real life. Of course, we would be expected to get victory on opening day. It is slightly wet here in the evening match at Old Trafford, so we might find some issues with... go on, Rasmus. With the ball skipping along the surface. No idea yet what the wind is like inside Old Trafford. Of course, we have the wind set to all various parameters, so it could be high, it could be low, it could be medium. Playing quite a high line here with the counter-attack formation, but at home, whilst we will look to counter-attack, we also would very much like to be on the front foot and have as much possession as we can to keep the ball away from Fulham. Harry Wilson's first effort for Fulham goes wide, as my first effort for us was straight at the keeper. There you go, wind at the bottom, at 21 kilometres an hour. Oh, Christ, he drilled that very, very hard indeed. I think that might be the hardest pass I've ever seen on any FIFA ever, or FC, for that matter. Passing's very, very strong, isn't it? Down the line in front of Dalot. Rasmus again. Oh, and Bernd Leno makes the save and gathers at the second attempt. Let's see what we can do moving through the centre here. Rashford lays it in front of Manuel Ugarte. The ball is definitely holding up in the rain, as you can see. A quick pass does slow down as time goes on. We'll whip it from deep. And, oh my God, Rasmus went for an overhead kick. I thought for a minute he was going to stay down injured. He's okay. Diogo Dalot, Bruno Fernandes. This time we'll go for a power shot. Still not very powerful. Come on, Bruno. Swing that right leg, mate. Either that or get on the weights. Rashford takes that away well. Caused themselves some issues here. Rasmus could be onside. Rasmus Højlund! Bernd Leno stops again. Fulham living a charmed life at the back at the moment. It's all Manchester United here. Back to Castagna and Andreas Pereira are in the box. Lisandro Martinez trying to hold him up. Harry Wilson's on that left foot and he spun brilliantly. Though he's not that straight, Luke Shaw. That's my fault. I should have played a much either better pass or just got rid of it. No mistakes at the back, Ches. Come on. Liven up. Harry Wilson's had 2 efforts. He's missed them both. We step in and win that. Yes, we can. Garnacho, try and get it in front of him. He's got the overlapping run. Diogo Dalot. We have seemingly gone through the air to Rasmus quite a bit already today. Let's try and work things on the floor a bit more. See, the Rasmus with a header or Bruno Fernandes from range so far, isn't it? Let's try and play about on the floor a bit better. Keeper's come. We'll dink it. Is it going to go in? It will! Our first goal of the season is Rasmus Højlund at Old Trafford, and he's having a whale of a time. Manchester United 1, Fulham 0. Bernd Leno rushed like he did before, and I used that as knowledge to think, right, okay, I'll try and lift it over you then. And boy, has he finished that very well, Rasmus there. Actually started outside the post and came back inside. United lead. Diogo Dalot back inside. There's a lot of space for some Manchester United players here. Fulham's pressing game is not there at the minute. There was some talk about potentially changing the camera angle in the comment section. We, last year, of course, and the year before, used the EA Sports Game Cam. Some talk to maybe go back to tele-broadcast. Maybe some of you preferred the actual game cam. I'm all right with this at the moment. I'm quite happy to stick with it for now. Kobbie Mainoo looking for Rashford. Just trying to find some space to maybe get a shot away. Drill it out to Garnacho. It wasn't quite as drilled as I'd like it to have been, but we'll stand it up here. And Rasmus could get another. Bernd Leno knew exactly where that was going. It's going to be 1-0 at half-time. Licht into Ugarte. Short to Diogo Dalot. This is excellent possession play, but is it going to lead to anything? There's not really many spaces around at the minute to try and exploit. Garnacho's just kind of holding back there. I'm going to drill this to Rashford. Maybe get it out of his feet and try and catch them off guard! For a split second there, I thought that was going to nestle in the top corner. It is whipping and flying. Yeah, but narrowly wide of the post. Here's Emil Smith-Rowe. Oh, okay. I thought I could get there. I think the answer is no, I couldn't. Emil Smith-Rowe flattened, and Ugarte's in trouble here. He's in a lot of trouble here. Right. Okay, that changes things. Wasn't that bad a challenge, was it? I know it was late, but it wasn't like it was two-footed or anything. And Erik ten Hag is quite clearly frustrated and incensed at that. As am I, really. I thought it was definitely a yellow, but not a red. Only 1 foot. Studs not showing. It was just, unfortunately, mistimed. That is going to change things. We might need to adjust. My job at the end of the day. Strange question. De Ligt into Bruno. And Dalot. Garnacho's loitering. Stand it up. Rasmus tried. Rasmus couldn't get there. But Dalot can find Rashford. Rashford, oh, with his last action before being taken off, can't find the bottom corner. Kobbie's coming off soon as well, of course. Well, driven there into Jonas Vint, who's come on for Raul Jimenez for them. Harry Wilson is not rapid, thankfully, so we're not worried about him bursting in behind. Fulham have kept possession well, though, since we went down to 10. Sander Berge here for them. Andreas Pereira out towards Harry Wilson. The ball will hold up in the excess water on the pitch, but it's a loose touch. We stepped in well with Luke Shaw, although the referee disagrees. Not sure about that. I thought I won the ball quite cleanly. Kingsley Coman coming on. Again, like I say, we'll change his number when I've got your feedback in the comments section, which might be a couple of episodes' time, because I'm going to record the next episode in this same recording session. But regardless, let's see what we can do and get rid of this, shall we? 9 minutes or so to go. Diogo Dalot's underneath it and clears well. Anderson brings it down. And Harry Wilson. Andreas Pereira, former Manchester United man. He's in the box. Don't let him shoot. He has shot. But keeper saved it. That was supposed to be a much further cleared ball than it was. But we get lucky. We get away with it. I tried to lump that all the way forward. Well in, Luke Shaw. Coman's got Rasmus in some space here. They've opened themselves up at the back here, Fulham. Ref, just a little catch of the heel there. And surely it's only a yellow card at most for Sander Berge. It's not a... I did for a minute think he was going to send him off. I'd like to see a replay, actually. It looked like a new animation, that. Are we going to see a replay? Rasmus is clearly upset by it. He just caught him. In fact, Rasmus was already on his way down before Berge committed to the challenge, caught his heel and then slid in. Take the free kick short with Casemiro. Finding Alessandro Martinez. And here's Alejandro Garnacho. And you know what? With such little time in the game left, let's be sure to do things the right way and guarantee the result. Luke Shaw will drive for the corner. And he's completely left the defender for dead. I could try and maybe look for another one to seal it. Bruno will try. It's going to rebound around and get cleared away. 3 minutes added on. More than I expected. And Andreas Pereira could be in him. Trying to twist the Luke bloody Shaw. Right, okay. Good. All of my players absolutely knackered. And I couldn't switch to Luke Shaw quickly enough. And Fulham have equalised. Wouldn't let me do it. I was like, change player, change player, change player, change player. And he was going, this player, this one, this one, this one, this one. No, that one over there. Oh, God. Fulham 1, Manchester United 0. Nobody could get close enough to him in time. And, well, that one's just a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it? The 10 men haven't held out. And it is definitely my fault for not going to the corner, really. Should have gone to the corner. Should have seen it through. Last kick of the game. 1-1. Well done. Defence just went whee. Or we could apply the box-to-box plus. Kobe Mainu is going to have box-to-box plus now, which is excellent. We have also now gotten plus for Poacher for Rasmus Højlund as well, which is great. Ugarte is suspended. We've got 2 offers for our players, apparently. Mazraoui and Højlund. Yeah, don't think any of those are going to be accepted, lads, to be completely honest. Sorry. We've had a loan bid for Collier, and it's a loan to buy, which is not ideally what we're after, but Huddersfield is definitely a realistic destination for him, so we'll see if we can get that to go through. We've accepted that 1-year loan bid, and he's now negotiating with them, is Harry Amas. He might be on his way to Spain. 2 new player roles available. Matthijs de Ligt and Ugarte can both be upgraded here as well, so that's great. People learning new roles throughout the squad at the moment. Plus for stopper for de Ligt now. And who was the other one? I can't remember the other one. Was it Ugarte? It was. Plus holding for Ugarte as well. Lovely. You love to see it. Players growing throughout the squad already. I've already accepted that, thank you, lads. And with 6 days to go against Brighton, away from home, it's absolutely one that we'd like to win. That is Dan Gore. Oh no, that's Harry Amas going out to Eldense. He's accepted the bid. He's off to Spain. Quickly playing the semi-final of the youth tournament because it ends in 7 days' time. You'll have to let me know in the comment section. Do you want to see these in the videos, or would you rather I just did these behind the scenes and on stream only? I'm quite happy to do either. If you feel like it's just not necessarily worth your time watching, then I'm not going to unnecessarily include it in the videos. Look at me, look at me, look at me! Look at who, mate? Hey! It's taken until the 24 seconds left mark, but we have finally made the breakthrough. Fofana, the scorer. Lovely finish. Great drill ball into him. That's us through to the final. Man of the match was Damani Wade. Match rating of 8. James Armstrong, who's really the key player that we're trying to grow. He only got 5.6, so he didn't do that well there. But we've qualified for the next round. Well, there's only 7 days to go in this tournament, so I will actually go straight to the final. It's Liverpool. Right, okay. Banging. Took almost the full 3 minutes last time. 8 seconds against Liverpool. Lovely. Oh, it's really poor. Cheers, mate. Well, oh, Christ, don't hurt yourself. 2-0. That'll be us winning this first youth tournament. Oh, look out. Having a bit of a box. That's a new celebration. Oh, screamer from Armstrong. I'm sorely tempted to call him up. I think I will. I mean, he's higher rated than Harry Amas, who's 60, and this Armstrong kid at 62 looks like he's the real deal. We'll call him up to the first team squad, and we'll try and get him a loan deal. But if we can't, we'll definitely use him in some cup football, because I quite like this kid. Aerial battle winner he got for that one. That's us winning the tournament. Congratulations, you've won the tournament. Do we get any sort of trophy lift? No, unfortunately, but there is the trophy. It restarts again in 8 days' time. 82 to 94 potential for him. I think I call him up. I can't really not after the way that he's played there. Promote to senior team, son. You've earned it. You've absolutely earned it. I'm going to send my youth scout to England because I only have one at the minute. We're not going to prioritise youth players quite so much in this save, really, if we're completely honest. It's Brighton's starting lineup for you then. They're in a 4-2-3-1 as well. Bart Verbruggen in goal. Nuno Santos, Gomez, Webster and Joel Feltman. Baleba and Vifa. Joao Pedro at top for them. Solimarch on the right and Mitoma on the left. Mitoma scored 2 goals in his last game. Brighton are 3rd in the table after the first round of fixtures. Casemiro is into the starting lineup for me on this one, as is Lenny Yoro. And Amad Diallo starts on the right-hand side as well. So we've changed a little bit. Some of it enforced in Casemiro's case. Some of it by choice elsewhere. And Mazraoui starts at right back as well. So making sure that the squad get a gameplay. Hopefully, amongst everybody, we can get plenty of growth and good performances from everyone this season. Amad Diallo trying to find some space here. Bruno Fernandes to Kobe. Nice space for Rashford to get in behind. He's going to drive into the box and we'll look for Rasmus at the back post, but Verbruggen's in the way. Nice header. Not the greatest of clearances from the set piece for them. Mainu out to Rashford. Cobby's still there. And has runners too. Fernandes, Rasmus, surely from here. Manchester United lead by a goal to nil. And this time we won't give it away. Rasmus is going to be a very reliable goal scorer for us, I think. His movement is exceptional. He's always findable. And, well, the POV cam shows you exactly how he put it away. With his arms going like me. Brighton looking to come back at us. And Joao Pedro's turned well and forcing Onana into the save. Alright. Brighton look like they could cause us some problems. It's not the first save Onana's been forced into, but certainly the most difficult. Gruder, nice tackle by Cobby to win it back. No risks, just get rid of it. Seagulls! Well, Bruno, has he won that back fairly? No, didn't even win it back. Here's Baleba. Little flick, nicely done. Oh, Solly March with a lovely little change of direction there. Can we get to that with Lenny Yoro? The answer's no. Luke Shaw going to have to be drawn into action here. That could go all the way in. Oh my God, it nearly did. Mazraoui just makes short at the back post, but I think they're going to get a corner. Changes for both teams here. Baleba off for them. And Matt O'Reilly on. Mainu for Mount. And Shaw for Dallo for me. Two changes. We might see Joshua Zirkzee in the not too distant future in this game as well. Mason Mount making a great early impact. Now looking to get away on the counter-attack. Not blessed with electric pace. I turned the wrong way there. Casemiro wins that back nicely though. We'll try and build. Mount could go. Diallo's looking for him, but that's a poor ball. It will be a throw-in for them. We've got Liverpool next on the 1st of September. Keep your eyes peeled for that in tomorrow's episode. Diallo. Rasmus could be in. He's timed his run to perfection. Rasmus Højlund running out of stamina on his left foot. Can he finish the game off? Yes, he can. He is going to be the man for us this season. Rasmus bags again. And this time, we're the ones scoring the second goal in the game. And we're taking all 3 points. Up the Reds. United. 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 Out to Cadiolo. It's a nice ball round the corner. Mazraoui's absolutely knackered here. Mitoma with excellent footwork as you'd expect from him. But we've... Oh, it's supposed to go back to the keeper. We've kept the ball away from them. And we will get the result this time. Seen it through. And added to it, in fact, which is nice. Pleasing to actually get a second goal and finish the game off rather than just be hanging on to a single goal lead. 3 points this time around down on the south coast. Manchester United season has properly begun now. Transfer deadline day on the way. Welcome to Transfer Deadline Day. The latest rumours are on the right-hand side there, as you can see. The latest deals so far and the top deals of the day. 16 million for Ritsu Douan from Freiburg to Marseille is the biggest deal of Transfer Deadline Day thus far. Now make that Matthijs Tel to Villarreal. That's an intriguing one. Nelson to Ipswich as they continue to strengthen for their Premier League season. Some loans going through. Kelechi from Sevilla to Stuttgart. No other big deals in there. Beltran actually has just gone through. Zakanyi, 40.3 million to Bilbao. Ben Chilwell, Chelsea to Leicester. This is the youngster going out on loan. He has the eyebrows, however, of a 70-year-old. They are chunky for James Armstrong. He's going out on loan to Coventry City. They are quite the monster eyebrows indeed. We're paying all of his wages, but that's not a problem whatsoever. That's him gone. There was a rumour there, actually, I think, of Reece James leaving Chelsea. It is just a rumour at the moment. 2 bids. Arsenal would like to loan Malacia, but we will reject that. That's an intriguing one, actually. I don't think you'd normally see a loan bid like that from another big club to another big club in previous iterations of FC or FIFA. So I like that, actually. Swap deal Bruno Fernandes for Eric Sanchez. Ha! Laugh in your face, Daniel Levy. Not a chance. Let's see. Hartman's gone through for 28 million. That's now the second biggest deal of deadline day so far. Destiny Udogi's gone to Barcelona. Barcelona came in for Luke Shaw. We said no. They've gone for Destiny Udogi instead. Jonathan David's moved as well. Reece James has left Chelsea to go to Napoli. That is a real surprise. Would not have seen that coming, although, to be honest, he could be injured on Napoli's reserves rather than injured on Chelsea's reserves, I imagine. Antonio Silva has moved to Inter Milan. That's the unlicensed Inter Milan badge there. Benfica for £35.1 million, Benfica to Inter. Minimal interest in our players on deadline day, I have to be honest. I am not massively surprised by that. Any big deals in the last hour? No, it seems not. And that is all she wrote for transfer deadline day and for the episode thus far. I can show you the transfer history, I'm sure. So let's see what the biggest deals were. I can barely... I have fed this back to the devs, so you can barely see which column you're on if you've got that up there. Look, you can barely see where it is. So details. So, Farhat Shelia to PSG for 89.7 million is the biggest deal of this window. Bremer to Arsenal is a big deal as well. For them at centre-back, they've got such good depth there now. Nico Williams to Bayern. Just as well we bought Kingsley Coman then, because that's even less first-team football he was going to get there. Diogo Costa to Real Madrid. The goalkeeper, Ollie Watkins to Chelsea. Jeremy Frimpong has gone to Leipzig from Bayer, so moving within Germany. Nuno Mendes to Newcastle. Ian Sunset to Chelsea as Reece James leaves. Kingsley Coman to us, of course. Leroy Sané left as well to Atletico Madrid. Danny Carvajal to Bayer Leverkusen as Tapsoba leaves Bayer Leverkusen to go to AC Milan. Nathan Ake to Bayer Leverkusen. John Stones to Real Madrid. City letting go of a couple of centre-backs there. They did sign No. My brain's died. David Alaba is who they signed at centre-back. Alphonso Davies has gone to West Ham United from Bayern. Uzudogi moves to Barca, as we saw. Lucas Paqueta to Real Madrid. Pape Sarr to Inter Milan. Gerard Moreno to Bilbao. Antonio Silva we saw. Jonathan David we saw earlier. There you go. David Alaba to Manchester City. Leon Bailey went to Lyon. Mark Gahey to Everton. Marc Cucurella's left Chelsea as well. So they've let go of 2 left-backs and a right-back Chelsea. As we saw Chilwell left Chelsea earlier on as well in the window. Pervis Estupiñán to Borussia Dortmund. Patrick Schick to AC Milan. Alex Bainer has come to Nottingham Forest. Andre Lunin to Wolves. Nuri to Wolfsburg. Providel to Bayern. Jared Branthwaite was a player that you guys have asked me to sign at centre-back, and I potentially was going to do that next season when we lose Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire. We might have to think twice about that now that he's just moved to Wolves, although of course I'm sure we could justify being able to pick him up next year if he's growing quite well. Hartman we saw as well. Marcus Edwards to Villarreal. Matthijs Ginter will join West Ham in the Premier League. Matthijs Tell we saw go through. Morgan Gibbs-White to Monaco is an intriguing one, and I've just noticed how long this list is. This list is so much longer than previous years, so there's no way I'm going to be able to go through every single one as I previously would have. So we'll probably call it about there. I like that the list is as long as it is. It just means for the YouTube video, I'm certainly not going to scroll through all of that. Thank you very much. Patreon players, you are in my transfer hub. A handful of Patreon players, unfortunately, however, and I will have messaged you on Patreon to inform you of this, the game on console is limiting me to 50 created players. I selected them, all of those that left their comments on the post, and then everyone else at random as I went through the list. Unfortunately, Michael, Andrew, James, Jaden, Stuart, Jay, Brandon, Matthew, Connor, Jordan and Matt, you didn't get your players in the game for this save. So I am quite happy to refund you in the short term whilst you're not in this save if you would like to. When we move to PC for the save after this one, I can fit as many of you in as physically possible. So we don't need to worry about that moving forward for latter saves. But unfortunately, because of the limitations on console, sadly, we couldn't get everybody in. So I apologise for that. There have been some changes, some moves in this window. So despite some of you selecting an initial club, some of you have moved. You will note here, Will has gone to Inter Milan. Joe to Borussia Dortmund as well. There's been a move for Dallas to Dortmund too. Pat Kelly's moved to West Ham and has gone out on loan to Doncaster Rovers. Mize is still at Liverpool. See if we can find someone else. Nolan Ross has moved to Roma. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else that has made a move that we didn't set. With Jay, who started at Barcelona. He definitely didn't ask to start there, that's for sure. Let's have a look through. Anything else with regards to transfers? I think everyone else might be where they elected to start. Junho's moved to Atalanta. That's a new deal. John Everett to PSG. That is also a new deal. In fact, if I go to... Oh, wrong one. If I do this, you can see. Frustratingly, it doesn't say what your bid was or what the fee was still. Tom Goddard has moved to Arsenal. That's the guy I created for my original player career mode that I've since changed. So he's going to be kept tabs on throughout the course of this save. Owen's a free agent, even though I set him at Cambridge United, which is weird. Don't know why that's happened. And that's everyone listed. So you're all in that I could get in, and unfortunately, some have sadly not quite made the cut. But like I say, check your Patreon messages, those of you that didn't. I'm quite happy to refund you in the short term. We won't be in this save for more than 2 or 3 seasons, I wouldn't have thought. So it won't be long in terms of real lifetime before we're setting up the new realistic RTG, probably with Salford. But we'll wait and see on that front for the next save after this one. But we'll concentrate on Manchester United, and the next episode will come to you tomorrow. It's Liverpool. It's a big one. Realistic fixtures, I believe, at this stage for the season. So Southampton, then Palace, and then Tottenham to come as we move through the calendar window. Of course, we'll be simulating Oxford in the Cup. We'll probably simulate FC25 in the Europa League as well. Play Liverpool, play Spurs, and one of the Premier League games will get simmed as well. But for today, that is me for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Do come and join me on stream and see all of the behind the scenes. Drop the video a like. Links in the description to everywhere else where you can find all of the content. And I will see you tomorrow.